from Bengaluru, where the police have now arrested 4 people for a gang of 6 in the CCTV incident that took place on the 1st of January, late early morning, where these visuals that shook the entire nation. From now, 5 days after this incident, now the Bengaluru Police acting and have arrested 4 people of a gang of 6 in that CCTV incident that took place in Bengaluru. We'll be going across to our reporters there for an update on this story. But Nikhil is with us on the phone line. And Nikhil, so far it's been day 5, and now we are seeing the Bengaluru Police getting into action. 4 people have been arrested.
Well, this was a case that was registered suo moto by the police upon, coming across this particular video footage that was clear and shocking evidence of molestation happening in the northern part of the city. And it was established that it was a 6-member gang. The people who were standing at the end of the road were just not onlookers. They were a part of the gang, and they were only trying to alert their accomplices on the inside of the lane who actually perpetrated the crime of molestation. The others are being seen as abettors. The 4 people who've been arrested have been identified as Chinna, Raja, Leo, and another, all of them in the age group of 20 and 30. The 5th one is being inquired. The police is being very tight-lipped about it, very little information coming out, and they're not calling the 5th one an arrest yet, but I can tell you that the 4 of them have been arrested. It has been established to be a gang of 6 on 3 bikes. They followed the girls from a place where they found them or where they probably tried to meet them, but they were turned away. The 4-member girl gang actually came through the same rickshaw. 2 of them got down at an earlier accommodation facility, while 2 others continued to reach their home. Since they hadn't sought the necessary permissions from their PG accommodation, they had to sneak in, which is why we see the girls go in one by one. And also the second girl, we are told, had some issues finding the right amount of money in paying the auto guy, which also had her stay back for a few extra minutes. And the 3 of them, the 3 bikes with 6 men on them, followed them through and through, and finally managed to find one girl alone and made their very cowardly attack and molestation bid. In fact, this is what we are learning so far, and more is yet to come. But as so far the developments that have come about as far as the investigation and the arrest that we are talking about now is purely based on the suo moto action by the police, and there is still a need for some kind of a confirmation to strengthen this case by the victim herself, who should ideally be a part of the identity parade to identify those who she accuses of molestation. She hasn't directly accused yet, but the police is expecting that help to come from the victim. Back to you.
All right. So, Nikhil, as you were pointing out, the other 3 people that we can see on the road, they were not onlookers, they were not bystanders, but they were members of the same gang of these 6 people, out of which 4 have been arrested. And these arrests include these 2 men also who were on the bike who molested the woman?
Well, that is correct. That's absolutely right. In fact, the way we pointed out yesterday, we brought you a few reports from the very location where this molestation incident came about or occurred. And we showed you the proximity of the house itself or the installation of the CCTV itself from the main road. It is hardly 10 meters. And considering that there could be considerable, let's say, vehicular traffic because it is the night of the 31st, there were men who would stand at the end of the lane to alert their accomplices on the inside. This is the modus operandi that has been established by the police as far as this gang and its cowardly act is concerned. So that has been established, and which is why it was determined to be a gang of more than just 2 people. It was just not the 2 people, and they aren't even sure if the bike that rode in later was a bike that was a part of the accomplice gang, or if it was just another motorist coming through that lane or passing through that lane. So that is being established. But so far, we can tell you 4 arrested, Chinna, Raja and Leo amongst them, all in the age group of 20 and 30. It is an action and a consequence that the police has managed to bring about based on the suo moto case that they registered. This was all based on the Good Samaritan's effort. Francis coming out with the CCTV footage that shocked the city, perhaps the nation. Back to you.
Absolutely. Also, Nikhil, as you were pointing out, there were other girls also there in that auto rickshaw. Only one of them got down?
No, there were 4 girls in the auto rickshaw, 2 of whom had gotten down priorly, and 2 more continued as they lived much ahead. One of them got down earlier because it was an intention on their part to sneak into the PG accommodation, as they did not have the necessary permission to stay out beyond a certain time. Which is why we see one girl walking in quick and then the other girl follows, and the other girl also took some time to find the necessary change to pay the rickshaw guy. And all of this held her back, providing these culprits the ideal, let's say, chance to even carry out their perpetration. And that is something that is being vehemently spoken against. This is the action that the people of the city were expecting. Arrest, bring them to books, create a fear of consequence, make an example out of these culprits. Only then will there be a chance to reduce or curb the occurrence of such instances. We've heard them speak from far and wide in all voices from all walks of life, and the voice is in unison demanding stern action and fear of consequence. Back to you.
But the fear of consequence, as you were pointing out, Nikhil, because this is one incident that was caught on CCTV camera. If it wasn't, it wouldn't have been reported as well. But now we are seeing that the police is taking suo motu cognizance. As you were reporting, 6 people gang and 4 of them have been arrested and 2 more the police is now looking out for.
That is correct. It is a 6-member gang, 2 more on the run at this point. The 5th one being inquired, the police being very cautious about what they say or what they do at this juncture, which is why they aren't even terming it an arrest. I've had a word with some senior police officers in the state, and they go on to say, in the city, I beg your pardon, they go on to say that the 5th one cannot be called an arrest yet. The 4 have been arrested, okay. 2 more on the run. And the police plans an official announcement only when they have the entire gang in their net.
Okay, we are waiting for that official announcement by the Bengaluru Police. Many thanks, Nikhil, for joining us. That's a big development that is taking place 4 days after that horror visuals that you'd see on your television screen, horrifying visuals there of that CCTV footage of that molestation of that girl took place in Bengaluru. The police so far has arrested 4 people of a gang of 6 people. 2 of them are on the run. The police is also on the lookout for them.